You know who it is.
All right, what's up, y'all? So, making this video because I don't feel like this has been talked about much. And honestly, I really feel like this is an unpopular opinion. But what if I told you that there's a clipper out there that can be the one-all be-all? Now, I'm not saying it's the perfect clipper at all, but when I say that it probably does everything that you need it to do, this can be that clipper. So I might get some heat from saying this, but I honestly feel like the BaByliss LO-PRO FX1, to me, hands down, is probably the best ergonomically clipper that we have out today. I'm going to talk about why that is, and I'm gonna break it down. Other than worrying about the battery and everything, to me, best feel in hand, other than the corded seniors, I honestly felt like that was the last one that was in #1 place when it had the best all-around feel. Right now, I gotta give it to the LO-PRO FX1 due to the fact that when you look at this thing and you really have it in your hand, they did an amazing job with the mold, with the grooves on the side and the back, and even also with the thumbprint, which they had with the recent model. But this one, for some reason, to me, it feels a lot better in hand. The power is there. This thing set the right way. The click lever works very, very well. You don't have an original battery indicator. You do have the battery indicator at the bottom of the battery in itself. You just press the button and you can see it's full charge. But to me, if I really had to say that there was one clipper that's all you need, you had this clipper with 2 batteries, you're good to go. The new MIM blade doesn't get hot. It cuts very, very well. It's just like the right length, the right weight. I really can't say much, bad about it. Now, I did do my top 5 or top 10 clippers of the year so far. Was this in the #1 spot? No, it wasn't. I was comparing it with other things, and there was a lot of factors. Once you start comparing, you got to think about power, battery life, the pricing, performance. So when it comes to the performance section, majority they all perform almost like really around the same, and this does perform well. I don't have no problems with it, but just the feel in hand, honestly, one-all be-all clipper. If you needed one and it feels great in hand and it's not too heavy, I have to give it to the LO-PRO FX1 right now. Not saying that there's not other clippers that are amazing. Of course, I had the Rebel clipper above it. I do like that it's lightweight. It does have a little hum to it, but this one has like the power, you know what I mean? It has a little bit more power. And honestly, to me, when it comes to like best feel, this fits like a glove. The Rebels fit okay. There's not a problem with them. I do like them, nothing wrong with them. But best feel in hand, I have to give it to the LO-PROs. And the click lever works very, very well. I don't have a problem with these at all. So for me, y'all, right now, if there was one clipper that you had to use, and that was it, going off performance and how well it fits in your hand, I have to give it to the LO-PRO FX1. That's my thoughts. I know that's an unpopular opinion. Some might agree, some might not. Some might be like, whoa, why did you give it to the JRL as the #1 spot? I gave it to the JRL #1 spot, not due to performance, but all the specs with it. It's the most sensory safe. This is louder. This is louder, but I'm going off of what feels great in my hand. I'm not thinking about nothing else, honestly. How well it performs, does it take down bulk, does it fade? It does all of that. This thing, to me, the best mode so far to me in the industry right now, best feel. If you need this one clipper just to rock with that could do everything, you can have a backup battery while one's charging, won't have a problem. Some people might not like the FX1 system, and that's perfectly fine. This can do it. Now, I'm not saying that the JRL is not also a clipper. That's the only one that you need. I'm not saying that. Not saying that at all. What I'm saying is this clipper mastered the best feel in hand. They have the power, and that's that. So that's my thoughts when it comes to the LO-PRO FX1. If there is one clipper that you need, or if there's one clipper that you just had to grab, I would not sleep on the LO-PRO FX1s. That's just me. personally definitely like it. So I would love to know, what is your #1 go-to all time? Not because of all the specs. All the specs, JRL wins, hands down to me. All the spec, like if I had to think about everything, the noise, the weight, the balance, you know, if I had to think about all those things, this is not that type of video. I'm just saying that if I was in a shop all day nonstop and I had this with an extra battery, I can get a lot of work done without a problem. And I love how these fit in hand, especially when I'm working. Like, it just flows. There's nothing about this clipper to me that feels awkward or weird or anything like that. They would never slip out of my hand. They don't need no grip or anything like that. So this is why I picked the LO-PRO. Best ergonomically clipper to me. Other, you know, I can't say other than, but to me, as of right now, best ergonomically clipper without any rubber on it, without any of that stuff. Shout out to BaByliss for the LO-PRO, the upgraded version. I do like this one, and that's why y'all still see it. So that's my concise thoughts. Other than my videos of concise reviews, I will be start doing concise thoughts on certain clippers and trimmers that I think that you might like. So that's all I have for y'all today. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the follow button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think on my observation when it comes to the LO-PRO, the body, the feel, the weight, and everything like that. So appreciate y'all. Be blessed.
CTB. You know who it is.